Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond the sky. They tell me of a home far away. Oh, they tell me of a home where the storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me of a home where my friends have gone. They tell me of that land far away, where the tree of life abides eternal. Yes, it's fragrance on cloudy day. Oh, land of clouds. Oh, land of unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home and a song. Oh, they tell me of a king and his beauty declared. They tell me that mine eyes shall be old as the swift on the throne and in the city that is big. Oh, land of cloudless days. Oh, land of the unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home and the clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of a cloudy day. Oh, they tell me that he smiles on his children there. His smile drives their sorrows away. And they tell me that no tears ever come in that lovely land of unclouded day. Oh, land of cloudless day. Oh, land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Tell me of an unclouded.
Everybody, I'm going to turn on this thing because sometimes they don't. And welcome to our Zoom people. If there's anybody on Zoom right now, usually there's a few from across the nation. So welcome to the HIC Center, embracing life, promoting peace, giving love, spiritual speaking and specializing in gratitude, where we enhance happiness through laughter and connection. We're nurturing well-being center through a shared sense of kindness, understanding, and compassion for everyone. We welcome you to see and experience in all ways the magic that is here right now. It's around us, hidden in plain sight, just waiting for you who choose to open up your hearts, your mind, and your souls to just feel it. We invite you to set your worries, your fears, your doubts into what I call the healing basket, and we will start passing that around now. I know, for ritual Mother Earth, and do lots of rituals. So when I'm dealing with pain, sorrow, aches, worries, doubts, fears, agony, all of the stuff that people are separation, judgment, jealousy, envy, and those are the energetic fields I don't want to feel anymore. What I do is I blow them into the basket. And then what I do is we go out to Gaia Mama Earth or this little forest, and we let that basket sit for a while to allow the energy to take it away from Mama Earth to take it away. Worry, fear, doubt, anger is one of the most exhausting uses of your energy. It pulls you from this moment of now. We at the Hope Interfaith Center and Gaia Mama Earth and all of the force that's surrounding us, the divas, the fairies, the elementals, ask for you to stay here now within this ceremony to go for the forest bathing. Release what you need to release and trust the unfolding. Be present, be still, and let peace meet you where you are at. So what I'd like you to do is to greet the people who are around you. Namaste means just the Christ in me meets the Christ in you. The goddess in me bows to the goddess within you. The Krishna in me bows to the goddess in Krishna that's in Melissa. So at this time, just say hello to the people around you and say welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
I'm also going to pass around a sheet of contact list for anyone who's not on our mailing list or email list. We promise you we won't bug you. If you do not want to be on the mailing list, that is okay. But what we do is we hand this out for you to write your name and address and your email. And we have many offerings here at the Hope Interfaith Center. It's interesting because I always say different offerings, but really none of them are different when it comes to the energy of inclusiveness, to the energy of love, to the energy of transforming your consciousness and bringing you into reality, that you don't have to raise your energy field. You just have to know your God essence energy field that's within you. So I'll pass this around. So just for a moment, we're going to do prayer, opening invocation. Dear Grandmother Tree, as the earth awakens each morning with a breathtaking display of beauty, teeming with life and the endless promise of new beginnings, may we too be called to awaken into our new lives. The cycles of Mother Nature teaches us, encourages us that renewal is not only possible, but it is essential. Mother Nature teaches us that no matter how long the night might be, or how harsh the storm might be in your lives, a new dawn always follows. May we all be open in this ceremony so Mother Nature can feed us all of her wisdom. And so be it. So just allow the invitation. Hey, sweetheart, you look great. Just allow the invocation to just settle in your bones. Miss Heather.
A little poem here for you about forest bathing. People say this, but rarely do it. Stop and smell the roses. I always do. I love the old-fashioned, strong-smelling varieties, and I can't help but stop to sniff. Flowers have a true, pure beauty that can dazzle most of the senses if we remember to appreciate them. I adore springtime blossoms and how the pale pink variety makes the branches of the trees look like they have candy floss dripping from them. I love wading through a sea of bluebells or tiptoeing across a carpet of lavender. when city life closes me off from life. A vase of flowers next to my bed, or even the sight of a flower stall on a busy street reminds me of a million smells and sights. So, catch spring fever. Spring is the perfect time to try new things and to push yourself, which is why it's perfect season to start your own version of forest therapy and connecting more deeply with the natural world. If you decided to become a happier, less stressed, stronger you, not an unrecognizable you, just an updated, less anxious version who might hug trees in your spare time. Spring and summer are about being brave and experimental. So come in Forest Bay with us and enjoy.
Thank you, Miss Heather. Heather's a teacher here. She is a massage therapist and she does Reiki and she does a lot of classes here at the Hope Interfaith Center. So I've always known about forest bathing. But I never really dug into it, and I believe in it. And so a friend of mine from Oregon sent me a book called Forest Bathing, and then she kept on sending me books and more books and more books and more books. And so one of the things I've learned in these books is that I'm sure all of you have heard about the blue zone where the centurions live, you know, that they reach 100 and over. And part of that is that they're urban renewal doesn't put up blocks of cement or take paradise and put up a parking lot. What they do is the opposite. They take the cement down and the parking lot out and they begin to plant trees because they know in these blue zones how important it is to bathe underneath trees and to allow Mother Nature to come in. Bathing, forest bathing, and sometimes they call green bathing. Lots of times they'll call it, started in Japan. And so this is one of the things that it says in the book. People walking in the forest will come out transformed. They'll come out from an excursion with a treasure worth more than any gold in any story of their life. Serenity in their souls, harmony in their minds, new ideas for making any necessary changes in your lives. Yet in order for this to happen, there must be a willingness to mark it down on your busy calendars. You must be willing and open to understand that there's a power here that's unmeasurable, undeniable, and powerful. We're sitting amongst grandmother tree and all of the siblings and aunties and uncles and all of the trees that perhaps she and the seeds have planted over here through the wind and the rain. And so now they're listening to us. So when we say, dearest God, Goddess, all that is, within the moment of this wind, we ask that we receive your nature, your nurturing. We know that there's much to handle in our lives and in the lives of all beings at this time. We know that in the wind, and in the rain, in the breeze, and the nature of which you are coming from, you are so rooted. You sway, and sometimes you shake. But you trees, you are so rooted. And this is what we admire the most about you. And so help us with the rooting that is happening right here, right now. The Japanese call this Sin Ding Yoke, to bathe underneath the trees. Yoke means to be healthy and well. 10 major benefits from Cindignoc is proven by science. Strengthens the immune system. Contributes to reducing blood pressure and heart rate. Reduces stress levels. Lower levels of cortisol, a stress hormone. Promotes serenity. Helps the nervous system less prone to a fight flight reaction. Improves mood and a sense of well-being. Increases the ability to concentrate, even with children or adults that have ADHD. Accelerates recovery following any surgery. Improves sleep. Increases libido and sexual energy. Improves visual health. How do we practice Cindignoc? Breathe. Breathe in clean air. Breathe in and smell the fragrance. Soak in the sights of the texture of the ground that's below your feet. Take in the sunshine from grandfather's sun. Touch the soft green grass under your feet. Let the stillness around you influence you and calm your state of mind and help you release your worries. A wise woman told me once, which was my teacher, said, Janice, there's 2 ways to be the tallest tree in the forest. One of those ways, people believe that it's to cut people down. Sweet Christina Rose said, and the other way, Janice, is to just grow. Keep on evolving. Think out of the box. Be kind. Just grow. And at the end of your years, the end of your days, they will see you as the tallest tree because you haven't cut anybody down. And so I'm going to pass this on to Darren. Darren is a healing artist and energy healer as well. And he's played here a couple times at the Hope Interfaith Center. His heart is pure, and so I asked him to help us do some bathing with his gong.
Yes, my name is Darren, and I'm here to kind of share with you guys a little bit of our experience today. Basically, when Hope invited me to come, I explained, man, this is right up my alley, for a couple of reasons. I'm trying to figure out what kind of explanation can I bring up and share with you guys today. And, you know, I think it's such a beautiful combination of things, of technology and nature these days. With for example, I have this little app on my phone that listens to the birds, and it, picks out the different birds that are kind of around our property and such. And I love that. It's so cool to hear the frequency of these tiny little birds, and they're a couple hundred feet away, and man, I can hear them so audibly. And so can my phone, and pick out these different frequencies. And I really think it's so fascinating how such a tiny little lung capacity and a tiny little beak can really project through hundreds of feet. I think it's so awesome. And then I think about really the energy behind these little birds and how much energy we have. I think it's so beautiful, and they're just being themselves. So I really think about the connection we have and the opportunity we have to connect with these, with just nature and the sounds of the forest, for example, rushing through the leaves, and the sounds of that we have to produce, whether it's just standing like a tree or if it's making as much sound as we possibly can with our lungs. I think that connection, we have the opportunity to connect with nature is really so important. So I'm really proud of each of you for being here today and just even if you're just standing like a tree or even if you're projecting as much as you can, just connecting with nature. And I like to use different frequencies as kind of a medium between myself and nature. And hopefully you guys can use the gong. I'll just play very quietly for about 20 minutes and just kind of enjoy yourself. Try to see if you can connect to the nature and really ground in, root in. I feel like that's an important thing of today is rooting in. With that said, feel free to just be relaxed. Feel free to kick off your shoes if you like, and just be and breathe. Thank you. Invite each of you to just kind of slowly be more mindful of your breath and mindful of our space that our body is surrounded in and the ground underneath us. Out. Few more. In. Out. Last one in. I come to love, Lord. Father, still on your own. And a voice I falling on my head, the Son of God is flowing.
and he walks with me. Yes, me, I am his own, and the joy we share tarry there. As ever known, he speaks in the sound of his voice. It's so sweet, the birds hush to sing, and the melody that he gave to me, my heart is ringing, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share is contained. As ever known, I'd stay because with him, though the night around me fall. But he bids me go to the voice of all, his voice is small. And he walks and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we take. As ever known.
So, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Gong. Thank you, Mother Tree. Thank you, Rainstick. I hope you felt the power within all of that. Thank you, Bob, for singing. Now it's not a collection basket, it's a giving basket. And we did this a long time ago at the Hope Interfaith Center, and we are starting it up again. I think many people do not feel that a dollar goes a long way, and yet a dollar goes a long way. I was with leaders from other small nonprofits, and we were told that just like big corporate farmers have eaten up little tiny farmers, that we should be aware that big corporate churches and institutions will eat up little nonprofits. So they were just having us become aware of that, And I don't think that's going to happen because I believe in the power of community. The Hope Interfaith Center only has one spiritual service. And we do that because we primarily, I like to bring my husband into the circle. I always say, like, why do you think the community hasn't grown as big? And he says, well, first of all, Janice, you tell them they don't need you. Second of all, Janice, you tell them they don't need a church. Third, Janice, you tell them that if they're making love to their husbands and wives on Sunday morning, that's church. When you're going out fishing with your buddies, that's church. When you're taking your dogs for a walk out in nature, that's church. Where's church not? So I love the fact that Darren said yes. And I'm reminded that St. Francis of Assisi always would say, teach all the time, but only when you have to say words. So the gong or the sermon that I would like you to walk away with is speaking to you now in your hearts. That's where your sermons come from. If you are still, if you are quiet, and sometimes for me it's repentant. I listen to the sermon within my sacred heart, my sacred heart. Sacre coeur means sacred heart. And so I'm going to pass this around for your giving, the giving basket. And there's a little, I don't know how this works, but certainly the women that are taking over the Hope Interfaith Center for me know how these little things work where you press on it and you can give money that way as well. So. I am fortunate, very fortunate to have Melissa Ketchum. As we continue to promote peace, happiness, joy, forgiveness, all the things that our world needs right now, all the things that the world needs right now. I'm fortunate to have Melissa here at the Hope Interfaith Center, who does a variety of things. And one of the things that she does do is she teaches Reiki and she gives Reiki. So she is going to be doing our Reiki communion.
Good morning, beautiful souls. Isn't this a beautiful day? Wonderful. And I said the winds of change are upon us. So just allow that wind to, sweep away anything that no longer serves your highest and greatest good, so that you can call in these new beginnings, fresh alignment, miracles, and opportunities. So I'd like to invite up any energy healers, Reiki practitioners, anyone who uses energy for healing and bringing love and light upon the planet. I would invite you to come join me on our little earth stage here, or you can stay seated if you'd like. Come on up. Yay. All right, this is Juana and Amy. Thank you, ladies, for being here. So I'll invite you all to go ahead and close your eyes, find a comfortable position. Start to connect to your breath, inviting in source, creation, your higher self, whatever it is that you name it. And on that exhale, I'd invite you to try out some audible exhales, some audible releases, just offering up anything heavy within your body back up to the universe, to Gaia, Mother Earth, to be recycled and renewed. Allow yourself to surrender and open. Dear conductor of the symphony that is us, we invoke in and we invite in light from the purest place in heaven, the purest place in heaven, the purest place in heaven, to please assist us here today, here and now, in activating the divine within, in aligning us with our truth, allowing us to completely and fully embody this truth into our physical form. We welcome in the assistance from the ascended masters, the angels, the saints, and the guides of the highest and greatest good. We welcome you into this space with open arms, an open mind, and an open heart. And we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. I'll invite you to bring your attention and awareness to the top of your head, to your crown chakra. Just inviting this energy in through your crown, allowing this energy to relax your mind, unfurl your brow, making its way to your throat, unclenching your jaw, relaxing your throat. Just allowing this energy to make its way down your neck and shoulders. This energy brings with it peace and tranquility. Allowing this energy to cocoon your heart, your beautiful and your bold heart. Easy to relieve any heartbreak, any tension. Just cocooning your heart with the purest love and light. Riding this energy down your torso, past your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your root. Grounding this energy down your legs into the earth. Allow yourself to offer up anything heavy back to the earth as a sacred offering to the divine. Just allowing yourself to stay connected to the heavens above, staying deeply rooted, grounded in your truth. Continue to connect to your breath and just allow yourself to receive. Feel this energy washing over your body, bringing you into alignment with ease and grace and gentleness. As you allow this energy to create upgrades within your system, I invite you to hold the energy and essence of gratitude in your heart. Gratitude for what's been created in your life. Gratitude for the path that has brought you to this very moment. Gratitude for this community that surrounds us. Start to call your energy and your essence back into physical form. I invite you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Try out some nice, nourishing stretches that feel good to you. And remember, as you open your eyes, you receive 2 gifts. You open 2 gifts every single day. And those are your eyes. So allow this world, allow this experience to be a beautiful gift. And thank you all for being here.
Final song.
You guys all gotta sing along on this. It's about sunshine. You are my sunshine. Sunshine. Make me happy. Skies are blue. Never know how much I love you. So take my sunshine away. I'm always love and make you happy. The only thing I say, but if you come above, Take my sunshine. Don't take my sunshine.
You see a great smile on his face when he's singing that? Great smile, Mr. Bobby Boy. I've known him forever and ever. Amen. Not only in this lifetime, but other lifetimes. So if you want to know what's happening at the Hope Interfaith Center, please go on our Facebook. We have a lovely, lovely calendar that is provided for you. Miss Heather does a wonderful, wonderful, how do you spell it? Holy Oshi.
Yin,
Yin?
yin yoga?
Yin yoga, and what do they call the holy fire?
Or
Oh, that's holy fire training. So when are you going to do the spirit? When are you going to do the yin yoga?
the last Saturday or the last Sunday of the month.
Last Saturday a month. So we have qigong here. Yeah, we have qigong here. We have a Reiki training here. We have so many things. We have a rhythm circle, a drumming circle that happens here, which was awesome. If you know Ocho, he's the one who's doing that. And so there's something magical that happens when he's sitting in the great room. So what I tell everybody is that we have unique experiences here at the Hope Interfaith Center. All of our services are unique. We're not special. We're not any more special than anyone else. We have unique ways where we're allowing the ecstasy of all the different acts of spirituality and religions coming together and sacred pathways coming together. So, and this was just another wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Darren. I just think I called him last night or texted him last night, was it? And he said yes. So that was wonderful. That was wonderful. Thank you, Bob, as always. Bob plays here a lot at the Hope Interfaith Center. Always, always, always saying yes, unless he's vacationing, which is great with his kids or wherever. Thank you, Melissa, for always helping here at the Hope Interfaith Center. Thank you, sweet Heather, who is a designer of all of the stuff that we're doing on Facebook and all of her holy work that she's doing. We have our wonderful accountant here as well, Holly. I thank you for always being here and helping. She's a big part of the Hope Interfaith Center. That's what keeps us going. And, you know, there's a humbleness in the background. And then we have a couple board members here. Thank you. Thank you. They are very special to the Hope Interfaith Center. So I'm going to do just a closing prayer. Dear Grandmother Tree, you have been our teacher today, our preacher today, forest and family of trees here at HIC and in our own backyards. You are our teachers. We will listen to you. In the ever accelerating pace of modern life, where trends fade overnight, trees remain a quiet, steadfast truth. Some old-fashioned values are still the best amongst this planet. Among them is just simple kindness. Kindness stands tallest, not because it is loud or showy, but because it endures. Kindness does not seek attention. It just simply is. Although it might seem simple, kindness has the power to mend broken spirits and hearts. Mother Tree, Goddess and God, all wrapped up in one. We thank you for being a part of this land. Ancestors, who own this land. We are just so fortunate to be able to walk upon this planet and walk on this land that belongs to indeed the Ojibways and the beings of white light who have walked this planet before us. So ancestors of the North, ancestors of the South, ancestors of the East and the West, we thank you. We thank you for allowing this ceremony to take place. I'll take the basket out into our woods here at the Hope Interfaith Center, the forest. We ask that as we walk upon this planet, that you continue to be our teachers, that we stand strong and tall and rooted in the truth of what kindness can do upon this planet. Help us to understand this as we walk the red road and the red path. And so it is. Matakuyasin. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's been a joy. It's been a joy. Although we only have spiritual service here once a month, I'm glad that you're coming because we get to have it. We get to have it. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, all the people who are helping. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And bless the children who are in the yard doing handstands. You're great. I've been watching you.